but you still my Beto. And I love it when I put my face low, but you know I be on my grind.
So we're here talking with the infamous Steve Staples, co-CEO of Saloot GANG. How are you today?
I'm good. Ready for these questions. How about yourself?
It's great, because I have a lot of questions for you, Mr. Staples.
Let's get it.
So, I hear you have a buzz in Chicago, and your fans are continuing to grow. Tell us a little bit about Saloot.
Saloot Gang, Saloot ENT. Started with me and one of my friends. We wanted to start a group, wrecked our brains to come up with a name. I figured we'd come up with the name Saloot. I noticed that salute is a form of respect. So we want to be respected, and that's where the name come from. The loot part, we spell it S-A-L-O-T. We took the salute. We didn't want to take the actual spelling and use that in this form. So I wanted to give a proper respect to the soldiers, to the president, to everybody else who really deserves the salute. And we spell it different, meaning S-A-L-O-O-T. The loot means money. And when you hear salute, you automatically mean salute, which is respect. So in itself, salute is money, power, respect. The whole salute movement is not a gang. So because we put gang on the end of it, don't make us a gang. It's family. It's just a gang of people who love one another, and we family. So that's where Saloot Gang come from. So in itself, that's we wanted to be different. That's why I spelled it different, because we want to be different. We want to stand out from others.
So when you talk about Saloot Gang and the movement, you talk about being different. Who is Steve Staples? What makes you different?
First of all, Steve Staples is a young man who comes from a tough upbringing. I mean, it wasn't like super tough, but it was tough. Everybody got their struggle. I came from a strong family where we've been through a lot. So what makes me different is I'm an open book when it comes to my music. Stable state of mind is the last thing I did. So I opened my whole life. I'm an open book. So what makes me different is I pour everything out. I give you real life. I'm just somebody who's going to give you the real. I'm going to give you me, in itself. I'm not going to give you somebody else on this track that I'm not. I'm not going to give you a fictional character. None of that. I'm coming straight at you with me, 100% Steve Staples. So I'm an individual who's, like I said, been through a lot, who learned a lot from mistakes, who's learned a lot from family, from strong women being raised by, from mistakes that guys, I'm just real. That's who Steve Staples is, just a real guy who's going to give you his all on every song he put down. So that's what makes me different from a lot of people. A lot of people are scared to open up that book and let people in their life, their real life. But I'm one of the ones who's not. So
you talked about your struggles and everybody having kind of that struggle background or story. Can you tell your fans, when did you get started? At what age did you get started in music? And what kind of motivated you or inspired you or drove you toward music at that point in your life?
I was peeking into it. I had my cousin, I had guys around the neighborhood who was rapping, and they was like, a lot of people knew them. So, they were my first motivation to rap. They influenced me to get into it because I liked the attention they got, and I liked the way people migrated to them when they were rapping. So I like, hey, maybe I could do this. You know what I'm saying? This was like 15. I wasn't rapping then. So I started getting serious about it when I was like 17, 18, when I started rapping, and people started telling me, like, you got it. Like, you got the talent to do that. So I started to take it serious at around 17. But my first influences were my cousin, and shout out to Jay Lunatic, you know what I'm saying, and a couple of the guys he was rapping with. They influenced me, but the person who really made me want to take this serious is one of the big homies that was around here, rest in peace, John Mosby. We called him Jen Gotti. He grabbed me, like, one day he grabbed me like, yo, you can really do this. Like, I see it in you. And I, like, you know what, I might can. And that day, he pulled me to the side. I took it serious, from battle rap to real rap to everything. I took it serious from that day forward. So I could say the people around me influenced me to start rapping. But I started at 17, taking it serious at like 17.
So you had some personal influences in your life who have been close to home, for people, folks you would consider friends and family. What musical figures have influenced you throughout your career?
The main musical figure, I would say, the one I looked up to, is Biggie Smalls. That was the first album I owned myself. Was the Ready to Die album, man. I wasn't really into rap then, but that whole CD, I could listen to the whole. I used to go to sleep to that CD. You know what I mean? So Biggie was my major influence. When I listen to him, I feel like he has every element of hip hop. He don't just do the streets. He don't just do one thing. He do streets, club for the females, for kids. I mean, he can do anything. You know what I mean? He was the main influence for me. So I could say Biggie. Rest in peace, Big Papa. Baby, baby!
So I'm looking at the plaque behind you. It says, where words fail, music speaks. And you talked about Biggie being one of your musical figures that have inspired you or influenced you throughout your career. So as we talk about old school rap, and you talked also about, you know, not being one-dimensional, touching different facets of music, what are your perceptions on current hip-hop versus old school rap?
Honestly, I'm not too much of a fan of the music of today. A lot of it sounds just the same. There's no message in it. I feel like a lot of songs have no message. I'm not going to say all of them because there are some good artists out there that I can listen to and I can relate to, but a lot of it is no message. It's just, it all sounds the same to me. I'm more of a old school hip hop fan because back then there was a message. You had substance to your songs. You know, a lot of songs nowadays don't have longevity, meaning these songs get played for a year or two and then they played out. You know, you still got songs you can play now from back in the day that are still club rockers and they can get you jumping and you know every word to them. So I'm really not too much of a fan of the new music, like I said, because there's no message.
Earlier in the interview, you talked about Saloot ENT, how you came about with your friend, how the concept was formed,
Shout out to
how the movements came to life. What does Saloot Gang stand for? What are your guiding principles with Saloot ENT or Saloot Gang?
Well, like I said earlier, the salute means money, power, and respect. But Saloot Gang's guiding principles are love, family, and loyalty. That's what we're about. When you see us out, that's family, that's love, that's loyalty. When you see us moving, that's family, that's love, that's loyalty. Every person in this family is loyal. We know we family. We got love for one another. We know we family, and that loyalty is it can't be broken. There's not one unloyal bone inside of Saloot Gang. So our guiding principles: love, family, loyalty.
So you stated love, family, and loyalty is Saloot Gang's guiding principles. So what defines success for Steve Staples and the Saloot Gang ENT? How does that look?
Man, success for me is to see every one of my family members happy and eating. That's success to me. I don't have to be filthy rich. I don't have to have $1 billion, none of that. Seeing my family eating and my family good, that's success for me. Success to Saloot Gang is the same thing because we love family and loyalty. That's the same thing. We all want to get there so we all can see each other prosper. That's what we're about, man. We about family, yo. This is not a gang. This is family. You know what I'm saying? We got love and loyalty for one another, and that's success to us. We just want to get to a place where we can see all of us happy, all of us get what we feel like we need and what we supposed to be, man. So that's success to me, and that's success to the rest of my family. So if anybody tell you otherwise, don't believe it, because we ain't for self. We ain't selfish. We not shysters. You ain't gonna get that from us. Love, family, and loyalty, man.
Well, thank you, Steve, co-CEO of Saloot ENT, for coming out and sharing your Who is Steve Staples story with us today. I think the fans will be pleased to get to know you on a more personal level and learn more about you. So tell the fans who are watching this video how they can follow your movement.
You know, first of all, follow me on Facebook or add me on Facebook, Steve Saloot Gang Staples. That's where I be most of the time. You can add me on Instagram. It's Steve Staples 728 ITSSTEVE STAPLES 728, no spaces altogether. And follow me on Twitter at It's Steve Staples. Follow the kid, man. Follow the Saloot Gang. Follow co-CEO Cuzzo. His Instagram is Saloot_Gang_Staples. SALOOT_GANG_Staples. You know how to spell Staples. Of course you know how to spell Staples. I'm Steve Staples. But follow the movement, man. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune. Hoodies for sale. All that good things. Saloot Gang apparel. Follow the movement. Wear the movement. Support. And download that Stable State of Mind on datpiff.com. That's DATPIFF.com. Staple State of Mind. Stable State of Mind 2 coming this summer. Go get there right now. Go download that right now. Saloot Gang.